Alright. Good evening! My name is Adam R. Wood. They call me the Zotmeister. Today is Throwback Thursday. My chill stream is the least chill thing about my stream. Poor thing. There we go. Nope. Sheesh. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. There we go. Poor thing's sick. Yes. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. Tonight's sort of a special theme for me. I know exactly what games I'm going to be playing and in what order I'm going to play them. And it's something that I basically had in mind as soon as I was thinking about Throwback Thursday, and I finally did the legwork to go ahead and make this happen. So tonight's episode is about an unsung hero, about a man who has starred in dozens of video games, quite a few of which, well, admittedly a lot of them are exclusive to Japan, but quite a few of them made their way over to other countries. And they're all linked by this one fantastic protagonist who, just as fate would have it, almost never got proper credit, never got his due, because almost every single time one of his games got localized, he was edited out of it, in a sense. They always changed the names, the settings, and none of them ever ended up connected. They all got monkeyed around with to the point where he just never got his proper due in the US for like a decade at least. Tonight, I give him his due. Tonight, I introduce you to someone you probably already know, just under lots of other names. Tonight, I would like you to meet Kunio, the original hot-blooded badass. Viden, welcome. Celsius, Sireture, welcome everybody. Good to see you here. So we will get things started with his original title. Now, I do need to say just a few things before I get started here. Is that especially the early games that I'm going to be playing, you're going to see a bit of repetition. It's sort of the point. You are going to be seeing me play arcade and home versions of the same game. You are going to be seeing me play Japanese and American versions of the same game. That's sort of the point here. I'm building up a narrative showing what has happened to this poor man. And hopefully giving him his due. Sometimes I'll spend a little more time on the US version, sometimes a little more on the Japanese, and I'll just be playing the whole thing by ear to a certain extent. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, so that's not gonna happen. It's unfortunate. But we are hopefully going to learn a few things as we go here. So let's get things rolling with a game titled Neketsu Koha Kunio-kun. Let's load it up here. And I shamefully have the game muted at the moment, which I will fix immediately. Okay, let's try this again. So, there in white in the center of the screen would be our protagonist. So to walk you through the Japanese title there, Niketsu is hot-blooded, and Koha basically tough guy or punk. I prefer badass myself. And well, Kunio, Kun is just his name. Kunio would be his given name. Kun would be his honorific, basically saying he's a teenager. He's still a kid. So the story of this game here will actually be immediately apparent when I start it. Poor Hiroshi there, Kunio's best friend, gets the crap beaten out of him by the guy you see standing up by the subway car there. That would be Riki Samijima? Yes. And Kunio is not about to stand for that. Kunio attends, fittingly enough, Niketsu High School. That was the building you saw in the background there. What he's wearing is not a disco uniform, it is actually a school uniform. And what he's up against right now, enemies in similar uniforms but different colors. It is a rival school. So now it's just Kunio and Riki left here. Time this right, I can just keep him flat on his face. And if I get him just a little bit weaker, I should be able to just... Oh, nope. Ah! Uh-oh. Get out of there. Ah! Damn it. Is that a KO? Yes, it is. This game gives you 1 life. You can earn a second with a high enough score, but I'll have to make it further than that. I will try this again. Ah, yes. Oh, where is it? Yeah. Oh, there you go. I will try this again. This is a game I can complete on 1 credit. It has been a long time. Yes, that's Niketsu Koko in the background there, Niketsu High School. Here's a gang from a rival school that Kunio is going to deal with single-handedly because he's a badass. He's not going to stand for his friend Hiroshi getting beaten up. Incidentally, this game has 4 stages and they all start pretty much the same way. Everybody seems to want a piece of Kunio. Go. The controls for this game are, oops. Attack left, attack right, and jump. You might be more familiar with, say, Double Dragon 2 and its approach to the same. And indeed, same company. This is an earlier game, as it were. Let's try this approach. This will get his health down, but it won't knock him out. Much like a lot of later Technos games, Double Dragon included. You're not out until you're out of life and on the floor. So I gotta put him there. There we go. Now a second school, a second gang wants a piece of him. This boss's name is Shinji. And, yeah, his gang hangs out by the docks, and, they've got motorcycles. Ow! I'm mistiming my jumps here to try to actually get them off. Which is kind of bad, because after I deal with the bikes, I then have to fight the rest of the gang under the same timer. Oh, come on, seriously? Alright, finally, there's one. I'm more than a little out of practice here. Come on, really? Not too soon. Forget how many bikes there are, but suffice it to say it's too many. There we go. Got him as soon as he spawned. Soon. There we go. I might be able to save some time if I can knock a few of them off the pier. The first stage, I didn't go terribly far to the right, but there's also a an edge to the train platform. You can knock enemies off that way too. Well, at least I earned the extra life. Shinji has way too much health to try to sit on him and punch him out. Oh, damn it! Tough key on there. Alright, this could go either way. Ooh! Yes! Good riddance. Whew! Actually, the hit detection feels really, really good in this game, to be completely honest. Ah! And now the ladies want a piece of Kunio. They have decidedly less health, but they can also dish out a lot more damage. Because they're all packing weapons. They hang out in the seedier part of town, and their boss, Misuzu, up there, she's a big lady. Come on, really? Ugh. Ugh. Ouch. That does so much damage. Oh. Ugh. There we go. She's a lot more likely to duck a jump kick than your earlier bosses are. She's a lot tougher to get a beat on. As a result, kinda have to rely on timing these dashing punches to, oh. We'll get to try that one again. Hey, they started it. They started it. So yes, this game, and indeed this entire series, is from a quaint little company called Technos. They don't exist as such anymore, actually. This was their first brawler. They eventually became famous for another series of brawlers. Came out a little while after this one, by the name of Double Dragon. Perhaps you've heard of it. But just about everything in this game is far superior to its equivalent in Double Dragon, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Damn it. If that happens again, yeah. I will have lost if that happens to him again. Come on. Ugh. Alright, I can't hit the ground again. Ugh. There it is. Well, given how out of practice I am, it wasn't very likely that I was going to be clearing the 4th stage if I made it there anyhow. The 4th stage is the last one. The boss of that gang is a man by the name of Sabu. He is in charge of a group of Yakuza known as the Sanwakai. And due to his actual gang connections, he has a gun. And his followers pack knives. Any of these weapons will take Kunio down in a single hit. So, to complete the 4th and final stage of the game, you need to be pretty much perfect. But it can be done. And then Hiroshi comes back in and shakes Kunio's hand. And yeah, it's fun. This fight music that plays during the intro there's no equivalent to that in the US version, which I'm about to fire up right now. So we, So that was Kunio's first game of many. So, what happened when this game was released outside of Japan? Well, yeah, I'm about to show you. For starters, yeah, the first expurgation of Kunio comes from the title. It's totally, yeah, his name is out of there. It's now called Renegade. Port was done by a company called Taito, which I will actually put on the marquee for purposes of shame, I guess, in this case.
Good luck, kid.
Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me go ahead and let the intro run. You may notice that there's no music right now. There's no music here either. The song that was playing is just plain gone. And as you've perhaps noticed, yeah, things have been reskinned more than a little. They took more than a little inspiration from the cult classic film The Warriors. Try to make things look more like a gritty American street fight kind of deal. There are no names at all for any of the characters. They have all been removed. Yeah. Our protagonist is now wearing, yeah, something that makes him look like an extra from the film The Warriors, and the first boss there looks like a dead ringer for Swan. So there you go. Guys with sticks are wearing Hawaiian shirts for no good reason. It's otherwise pretty much the same game, so I really don't need to play it more than once. The only other real difference, you've probably noticed there was no intro with a friend getting beaten up. The ending was changed, he apparently rescues his girlfriend. Anything to make it less original, right? Yeah, I mean, it's like, they don't even have a name for the bosses either, it just says boss up top there. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to make it past the first stage, am I? I did kind of want to make it to the second stage, though, because when I get to the NES versions, there's something I wanted to point out. To be able to do that, I'm going to have to make it past this guy. Which is not going to be easy at this point. I swear the US version is also slightly harder. Oh, God, so close.
Get lost, punk.
Yeah, and you do also have translated dialogue there.
Good luck, kid.
New voices. No explanation of who it is that says "good luck, kid" at the beginning. This actually ended up being a total IP fork. Taito ended up making, or at least licensing, 2 additional Renegade titles that have absolutely nothing to do with Kunio at all. Just couldn't seem to disengage.
Get lost, punk.
Yeah, he's got way too much health for that. Now. Just knock him down. There we go. Yeah, that music is still the same. None of the music was actually changed, it was just, in some cases, removed. Yeah, notice how this gang looks differently. Oops. So this will come up later. Seriously? Damn. Alright, this... I feel like I should have hit them several times over at this point. What?! Alright, I don't know what's going on. I totally should have nailed them by now. Yeah, this is being a nuisance right now. What? Why am I even still playing this? I should just frickin' go on to the next game now. I've already shown off what I wanted to show. One of them finally went down. Whatever. Whee!
Beat it, scum.
Alright, so, so that's how it started. I now need to switch emulators, because the next game that I'm going to play is once again Niket's Koha Kunio-kun. But now we have moved to the Famicom. So give me just a moment to get that set up. Pardon me? Sorry about the delay there. Okay. Thanks for the raid, Sayatra. Greatly appreciated. So you're skipping ahead, Sayatra. I'll be getting to Super Dodgeball in a bit. Alright, so as you've actually seen several times now, the intro is slightly different. Hiroshi actually gets kidnapped here. Now, for a relatively short game, it's actually nice that they included multiple difficulty levels to play on, but I'll be playing it on its easiest. I may or may not manage to make it through the game, but we'll try. Of course, this being an NES, so we only, well, Famicom actually, the Japanese version thereof. We only have 2 buttons. If we want to jump, we push both of them together, and he automatically jump kicks when we do that. So things were expanded out a little bit. You may notice that Ricky isn't standing by the subway car as he was before. We gotta fight our way to him. Whenever there's a screen transition, Kunio heals up to full, which was a convenient thing. And surprise, we're now fighting in the subway car. Come on. Really? And there's Ricky, and let's see if I can make him go down like a chump. Nope, not yet. Yes! fun little technique you can do. Close up on Kunio's face there. Here's the second gang. Note that we fight the members on foot first. We'll be fighting the cyclists after they switch the order in those. This almost feels like a pseudo-sequel to the arcade game. Oh yeah. Whee! Oh, come on. Let me hit somebody. There we go. Those little hidden power-ups show up, I think, when you hit somebody at just the right time on the clock. Something like that. I forget the details. Alright. So now we've got, Oh, come on, really? You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Oh, tried to ambush him. At least they only put you against one at a time. Yes. Oh. Got it. And now he gets on the bike. We have an additional scene. But we have to, take out some of them on the move. It only takes one hit if you can time it right. Ooh! One off the road. Damn. Damn, really? What's going on here? There we go. What? Okay, that was all of them. And now we face Shinji. Ugh. That was weird. My very first Twitch follower, the Ghost of Owl Street, is actually a former world record holder in speedrunning the US version of this game. He can do it in under 4.5 minutes. It's ridiculous and amazing to watch. Alright, so now we're off to stage 3 here. Curiously, this is, you know, a Nintendo game. Well, a game on a Nintendo platform. That heart heals itself back up again. Whee! Where, yes, you do actually have female opponents that you fight. And yes, this came out well before Final Fight did. So, yeah. Curious of that. Almost there. Come on, really? Okay. Now a funny thing happens. Yes, this door opens up, but we can also take this stairwell. We actually have our choice of final scene for this stage. And since I want to show the boss, I will go this way. Otherwise we would have more ladies to fight on the other side. Yep, there's Misuzu. If I can time these punches correctly, I can just... There we are. Oh! Ah! There we go. Sciator. I wish ladies hit me with lunchboxes. I'm hungry. So here we have the final stage. We do not have knives in the hands of all the peons. We don't drop in one hit. What we do have instead is one of the most obnoxious things in any NES game. We have a maze. It now very much matters which door we go in different places. There is quite the series of paths that can be followed through this stage. Many of which lead to very challenging rooms that don't even lead to the end. And, there's even one route that leads you back to that other room that I could have gone in Mission 3. And then you're essentially starting this entire level over again. Yeah, I won't be showing that off. I will simply be taking the shortest route to the boss. Which is to take the right door at first. And it's going to go left, left, middle, right. Assuming I make it that far. Okay. Left. Now, you may recognize that this is that boss character. This is Ricky. And there's two of them. And this time, we don't have a subway platform to knock him off of. Either of them. This is the most challenging room in the game, if you are actually following the shortest path to the boss. There are other rooms that you could visit that are even nastier than this one, but they're essentially just traps. Even if you make it through them, you're actually going to find yourself further back in the level, further away from the boss. So yeah, this very much trolls you. Oh, and by the way, those harder difficulty levels I could have chosen from at the beginning, different mazes. It's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Nope, he's not weak enough yet. Oh no! Come on. Ah. Ole! No? Still no? Oh, I need to do a flying leap there. Come on. Ghost of Owl Street were watching me right now, he'd laugh so hard. Yes! Okay. Yes, the left door. Motorcycles indoors! Go figure. Yes, I've got the little graphical glitch there if you take out a biker right at the bottom. More motorcycles indoors! No. Damn. Come on, really? Yes. Only the final boss remains. He does have his gun. He can take Kunio out in one shot. But if I can, oops, get that. Ah! There he is, Sabu's ugly mug. If I can get that first hit in on him, I do have a few more lives, then I should be able to keep him down. Oh, damn it! Unless I do something stupid like that. Uh-oh. Nope, that was a kick, not a bullet. We're still in this. Ah! Too soon. Now I can get him. Yes! And Hiroshi has been rescued. And they shake hands. Nice to know I actually did complete one of these. Yes, Sabu. That is his name. Of the Sanwakai Yakuza. gathered all the gangs together, took them down. If you know what to do, if you know where to go, and you're halfway decent, it is a short game. It can be finished in under 4.5 minutes, actually. You're in charge. I think the task record is actually just under 4 minutes. So yes, that that is Kunio succeeding. I'm actually glad that I pulled that off. I wasn't confident in actually being able to make that happen. The game did of course come out in the US. Taito did the same thing. They basically localized their own version, as it were, but they kept the they basically gave it the same treatment. Do it this way. Yes, Taito. And yeah, as you can already see, it's going to look. You've got the same levels of difficulty. You just have no intro. Once again, things like that have been culled. You have missions instead of stages. The protagonist here does actually have a little bit more of an expressive face. And the enemies look particularly derpy. This was well before derp was a thing. But otherwise, yeah, it looks much the same, the similar reskinning to, to the arcade version. You gotta love that BR, billboard in the background there. Inside the subway car, where the only thing that's happened is a slight palette swap, I think. Might be slightly reshaped, but wasn't much they had to change here. At least they bothered to name the characters this time. They did actually keep the quotes that pop up on finishing a level or getting knocked out, translated them, and actually named the characters to go with. So, here is Jack. He goes down the same way Ricky does. And now we actually get to see a protagonist's name, sort of. Call him Mr. K. Who is apparently wearing lip gloss. For no good reason. And now this is the thing that I wanted to point out. Remember the arcade version of the gang on this stage? They didn't copy that over, they didn't use it. They actually kept the original Japanese version of these gang members for this stage. Except for the boss. The boss is a different sprite. Similar to the arcade one, but the actual generic gang members, they kept the Japanese design. Poor Kunio. Even these generic fools got their comeuppance before he did. So, not right. Really? There you go. Son of a... Nice. There's another subtle glitch you can use to make your character hover about half a foot above the ground. I don't actually know the mechanics behind that. I think there's a highlight of it on Ghost's stream if you want to check that out. The Ghost of Owl Street. Ooh. Come on, don't be like that. There we go. Yeah, and they named this guy Joel. And yeah, he uses a sprite based on his Renegade arcade version. You ain't tough enough for me. His lips are so white. Shudders. Yes, they did not get censored. They did change the sprites around, but they are still ladies. Still wielding handbags and chains. Give me another P, huh? Something flying with a single hit. Fortunately, this stage, there's nothing to send them off into when I get that. Yeah, so it's just another little reminder that it was Capcom themselves who decided to censor Final Fight. It wasn't Nintendo. It's a much older game where you're fighting women. Yeah. So this is Kim, as they named her. There we go. I don't even know what's going on in my chat right now. Oh well. Yeah, Ghost refers to her as Big Mama Kim, and seems fitting enough. What's that? The game runs at a very consistent 60 frames a second. Of course, you're only seeing 30. And you're probably seeing the sprites only get half drawn half the time, and so am I. When everybody gets in a single line, the hardware can't quite handle it. But it is quite playable, certainly a lot more playable than Double Dragon is, that's for damn certain. I will once again be taking the quick approach. Oops. Because I have other games to play. And I do want to show off the ending that this version of the game has. Of course, I have to make it past the so-called Jack stack first. There is a technique to get them grouped together, and then you can defeat both of them at around the same time. Yeah, I never learned this. I seem to do better by separating them out to where I can deal with one at a time. Oops. Preferably without going back and forth between the two. Uh-oh. I think I've got that one to the point where he can be, yes. Okay. One left. No! I'm gonna have to replay that room. Yeah, they use the quotes from the arcade game. Joel says, "Beat it, scum." Kim says, "Giving up already." By the way, in case you're curious, since that never actually happened, I didn't play Arcade Renegade long enough for that to pop up. I am hoping to show off the ending. It's really the only reason I'm still playing this, but it's not a long game. And I could use more practice with this room anyway. Bloody hell. Seriously, though? Ugh. If I fail, I'm not going to try again. I will simply tell you what the ending is. Ah, bloody hell. Ugh. Yeah, the rushing punches seem to be your best bet. Especially if you can get one flattened. You can dash back and forth across them and keep them down. Timing isn't the easiest thing in the world to do, though. Especially when you've got a second one threatening to hit you. Ugh. Arcus, thank you for the host! Deeply appreciate that. Oh my word, 39 viewers? Holy crap! Even if none of them stick around, still for a split second, that's more than I've ever had at once. Holy crap, thank you. Well, you have all arrived just in time to see me fail to the jack stack, because I am not a speedrunner. Oh, Late Night Retro, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated, hope you enjoy your stay. Ugh. I am indeed. This is Kunio night. I am, in the process of showing off what has happened to this poor hero in the course of his games being localized. And, although I did actually clear, the Japanese version of this, before you arrived, it's not looking like that's going to happen with the US version here. Because these two are being a real nuisance right now. Nope. Now? Yes. Oh, come on. If I can get him back to full health, the next room. Ah! Come on. Oh. Alright, he's weak. Yes! Okay! Oh, that was clutch. Let's see if I can ambush their... Nope. Little door. There's gonna be 3 bikes in this room. Come on. Yes. Got him. Alright, I get 1 shot at this. It only takes him 1 shot. They did not change this guy. He is still Sabu. They only changed his color for whatever reason. Uh-oh. Oh! Ah! I didn't get the dash. Darn. And he lazily also says, "Get lost, punk." Oh well. There is no continuing. Alright, so I guess I'll just have to tell you what the ending is. As I mentioned in the arcade version, he rescues his girlfriend rather than, shakes the hand of his best friend. Here, after you beat Sabu, credits roll immediately. There is no animated ending. Yeah. Kinda lame, huh? Pretty poor. Ah, well. So, that is all four of the main versions of Kunio's first adventure and what happened to it when it made its debut outside of Japan. So, moving right along, like I said, Kunio is the star of a lot of games, and I am now moving right on to the second one, which Sciature actually already predicted. I need to switch the emulator back over to the arcade, because the next one was also an arcade release. It's from November '87, actually. This update. And in keeping with the tradition of long Japanese titles, make sure I'm spelling this correctly here. Iketsuko Dodgeball. Hot-blooded high school dodgeball club. That's how you would translate that one. Now, yeah. They will get the titles will be getting longer before they get shorter. Yes, you recognize the intro music there. It is very much the same. And in fact, I think this is the same fight school theme song that played during the intro of the first game. Now, I have very little experience with this game, but as you you can see the play on the intro there. Oops, I just passed it, didn't I? Yep. Does this game have a third button? Or is it? Oh, I've still got the... Yeah, it's both of them together to jump. Alright. Oh! Oh! You got hit. Yeah, so this was, international rules, dodgeball style game. You do actually have a captain, as it were, which in my case is Kunio, even though the opposing captain looks identical. When one of your teammates gets taken out, they go behind the field on the on the opponent's side. You can pass the ball to them and try to catch the enemy at odd angles. Oh! It's timed that catch. Yes, I have... This is actually the... Ooh, that's not good. This is actually the first time I've ever played this game, to be completely honest. I think I played the NES Super Dodgeball once. Yes, got the catch. This is definitely a game about KOing the other players. They can actually take several hits before they're knocked out. Ah, why did it give me this character? You can pass, you can catch a ball thrown at you, you can try to duck. That doesn't help me win, but it makes me feel better. Sometimes those little jerks need a little talking to. Alright. It's 2-on-2 here. Oh. It would be nice if I could at least finish the first stage. I may or may not continue the game after that. Caught it. Ah. It's 2 buttons, one for ducking and passing, one for throwing and catching. Oh, time is up! And I guess they won by decision or something. Oh well. Alright, so that's the Japanese version. Yeah, so we've got, you see the connection. You see Neket's High School, you see Kunio himself actually getting ambushed at the start, and there's their, that's how they settle it in this game. Well, of course this game got released in the US as well, and Technos themselves actually did it, so I don't have to change the second line of my marquee. But, yep. There's, the connection with Renegade has been severed. And instead it is simply called Super Dodgeball. As you can see, they went a little overboard on the renationalization. Instead of, you know, nice pleasant image of Mount Fuji in the background and a sand court, they went all US flags, Statue of Liberty, striped playfield. Yeah. And yeah, the teams have actually been named after cities now. New music? Ow. And if I'm not mistaken, they have made some new sound effects, or more accurately, borrowed them from a different source. I do believe that's a Double Dragon sound effect, just sped up slightly. Oh. Yeah. I'm still turning around. It's tough to target someone in particular in this game, unfortunately. Yes! Caught the little jerk. You're not even allowed to try catching the ball if you're on the other side of the line, if you're in your opponent's court. So if you do a close range catch and then huck it right back again, you can knock them out. Very easily. There is a later version of Dodgeball that I have played, have a bit of experience with, so I know some things. I may or may not be showing that off, time depending, by the end of this stream here. Come on. Catch that. Oh! Ow! Changed targets on me. Oh. Yeah, thank you, game. Thank you for giving me the other character. Ooh, got their captain. That's a good thing. I might actually make it through this round. Yes! Ah, Cap Howdy, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Technos Airlines. So we're now going international against the England team. Bridge in the background, cobblestone street. You may notice that my team, despite supposedly having been a US team to begin with, is now wearing a... if you look at the team captain, you'll see he's very clearly wearing a Japanese uniform. They kind of forgot to update that little graphic there. Ah, wasn't able to catch him there. Yes. No, you're not. Damn, they're just playing catch with each other. Ooh, that was a special throw. I don't know exactly how those can be accomplished. I think it varies a bit by character. Oh no. I know you can do running throws, but you have to be very careful about those. Oh, well that didn't last long. Oh well. Alright, that's enough of that one. Alright, but I do feel compelled to now switch to the home versions of same. It's probably not going to be terribly different again, but oh whoops. So I'll take just a moment here. Yes. Time to type the big long thing out again. Different music. It's just the fight song it's playing straight off the bat. Come on. Gotta love this title. Kits Dodge. Wow. Go. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. Okay. Several options available here in play modes. At this neat little up and down to change one setting, left and right to change the other. Techno stuck with that with later games, as you will see. This music might sound slightly familiar to you. The song was remixed ever so slightly for use in a game that will be played later this episode. You actually may notice here Kunio, name listed at the top there. So yes, here he is. Oh my word, this game is Flicker City. I'm wondering if you can see anything at all on stream. It seems that they show you hit point count on enemies when you pick them out. You can see how the characters here were designed in such a way that their sprites are very similar, but they have unique heads. Oh, whoa, you just plain dropped the ball. That was weird. All made to look, unique. You will see that redone, multiple times throughout the rest of this, rest of this episode here, rest of this stream, is that theme will be repeating regularly. Seriously? Totally should have had him. Yes, Sciature, translating the names up at the top. Yes, I would point out the opponent's team captain is Ricky. That same first boss from Renegade. No, not Renegade. Niketsu Koha Kunio-kun. the subway boss, the first one. The one you fight two of in the mansion. Same guy, same rivalry being played out again. That's sort of a running theme in these games, that you'll see recurring characters, and the game gets localized, all of that connection is thrown away every single time. Ow! I should probably just move on to the next game, actually. This is very, very slow going. Somebody grab that ball. Thank you. Are you done monkeying around, AI? Ugh. Nice, that actually did catch him. Uh-oh. Ah! I wasn't prepared for him to jump. I was all set to catch it. Nice. Surprise. No, that did nothing. Oh, that actually did hit him. Yes. Oh, turn around. Oh! He's out. Ah! Nah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Really? Come on. Punk. That was a good blow. Ah. Yeah. I can't say I'm terribly keen on this game. The, aiming feels a little off. Ugh, nope. He's down. Oh well, I tried. Same game over tune. Things still connected together. Well, probably save a little time here, recycle portion of this title here. So there was again a US release of this. Game Over just sits there indefinitely, apparently. It's again called Super Dodgeball. They got CSG ImageSoft to do the report here, but again they took cues from the US arcade version. Yeah, CSG ImageSoft, perhaps most famous for Solstice on the NES there. And now you can actually see the what the settings mean. That's a difficulty level. Beanball is sort of a practice mode, as I recall. Yep, same garish layout, same flicker. Yeah, I'm not even going to play this any further, but I did want to show that. Okay. So far Kunio has been in 2 games, and so far he has been localized twice. Different name each time. Yeah, he became Sam. Super Dodgeball. Mr. K. Yeah, so far nothing has remained intact, and I'm afraid it's going to stay that way for a while. It's kind of why I'm doing this theme. So the next game that I'm going to play is more of a direct follow-up to the original. It is once again a brawler, and this is thought by many people to be the best game ever released for the Famicom. This is on a lot of people's short lists for one of the best games ever made. And I speak, of course, of Downtown. That is actually an English word to start the title. Nikets. Oops, that is not an E. That is not an S. My hands are out of position. Monogatari. Perhaps the best English translation for that last word is epic tale. It's actually sort of a literary style in Japan. Even those based on historical events are often fictionalized. So you could almost think of it as a think of it as like a hyped up legend of sorts. Downtown hot-blooded epic tale of the Famicom, and this legendary game came out in '89, April of '89. You probably don't recognize it by its name, but it probably won't take you long to recognize it once I load it up, which will be in just a moment. Apologize for how slow these transitions are going.
Another visitor.
Oh,
Stay a while.
Big Bagger! Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, you probably recognize it immediately. Go ahead. Put it in chat. Put the US name in chat. Give you a moment on that. Top is actually in English. Oops. Go. I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming from a mile away. So yes, you probably immediately recognize our you probably immediately recognize our protagonists in the center there. The one on the left is of course our man Kunio. And the one on the right, also playable. That's Ricky. the boss. In the first game, that first enemy captain in opposing captain in Dodgeball. Yep, he's playable here. In fact, you can even play with 2 people simultaneously. Fantastic, fun co-op game. But I will be playing. Let's see. Put the window focus in the right spot. I will be playing as Kunio a little bit here. I will set the difficulty to, I'll just leave it on normal. Just leave those as they sit. And so, this is, a letter sort of setting up the story. So, the final boss of this game is an individual by the name of Taiki Yamada. And he has kidnapped one Mami Shimada, who is actually Ricky's girlfriend. But for some reason he is calling out Kunio to come, you know, try to rescue her. He's actually someone who knows Kunio, from an older school before Kunio moved to Neketsu High. And, basically, yeah, what his objective is in this game is to try to become the main character of the franchise. He's trying to call out Kunio and take down the guy because he wants to be the guy. That's what this basically boils down to. So here we are, we start at Neketsu High, and on most stages we are presented with some other gang that wants a piece of him. He's managed to get all the other gangs in town going against him. The play is fantastic. You can grab weapons, you can grab fallen enemies, you beat the crap out of them, steal their pocket change. Throw weapons. You got dash attacks. Oops. The animations are fantastic. As you can see, everyone's sprite looks similar except for the heads. They're all largely unique. You can totally take out the trash. One of the early tasks of this game, they use a trash can for like 90% of the run. It's hilarious. Throw the trash can, you can stand on top of the trash can. You can stand on the fence, drop kick enemies off the fence. Throw things at enemies while they're down. And my personal favorite, I got a dash, don't I? Do the Mamushka. Hey! But perhaps most importantly, you can go shopping. All that pocket change that you take from enemies, you can spend in any of a number of shops all across the place. Yes, somebody finally seriously did it. Yes, Sayatra, this is indeed the Japanese version of River City Ransom. This is the original, yes. Yes. Kohi, or coffee, for 350 yen, and you order it, yep, and he drinks it, saucer and all. And not only what is wrong with me? Not only do you regain health from food, you also gain additional stats and whatnot. If I pause the game here, I can bring up the old menu system. That's character inventories. I'm not carrying anything yet. Some stores let you take things to go. And then you can use them whenever you're low on health out on the field. Yeah, you can change character names around there. There's the options again from the beginning of the game. Oops, that's not what I want. Come on. What happened? Oh, I have to go right. Okay. Status. Here are all his statistics. Punch strength, kick strength, throw strength, weapon strength, current health, max health. You increase your maximum health by taking in food when you're already at your maximum health. 1/4 of what it would heal will boost your max health up instead. And I actually forget what that screen is. Here's a bookstore. Here's the most important items in the game. Allow you 3 rapid attacks in one quick succession. Very high-powered technique. I don't know why I'm talking about this game as if you haven't seen it before, because you almost certainly have. That's just, well, you never know. If you have not played River City Ransom, you are definitely missing out, because it is an amazing, fantastic title. I would actually recommend the Game Boy Advance version of it. River City Ransom EX, if you can find that anywhere. This is where you'll see the game's first boss. Dope. You can totally let him talk. Or not. Ooh, he blocked it with a punch. Yeah, this little technique works really well against him if you don't already have one of the super attacks. But there we go. I've probably shown enough of this one already. One of my favorite things that you can do in this game is actually get yourself knocked out during one of the shopping sections. If you've run out of health, once again, you're fine as long as you're not out of health and on the ground, and you can totally knock yourself out by running against the side of the screen here in one of the shopping areas. I have no idea what you'd get if you dialed that telephone number. I don't recommend it. Ooh, something nice and expensive here. I think that's a steak dinner or something. As a matter of fact. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that. So that boosted Chikaru quite a bit. I forget which stat that is. No health whatsoever, but it did give him a chunk of willpower. It's the number right above the health at the bottom there. In this game, if you get knocked down and you're out of health, but your willpower is sufficiently high, you'll get back up again. Alright, so I did at least want to get this far. This character here is Kazumi Hasebe. She's the girlfriend of the boss, and she's here to talk about who's actually guarding Taiki. A pair by the name of Ryuichi and Ryuji Hattori. Hattori, of course, being a famous ninja family name. And Ryuichi and Ryuji literally translate to first dragon and second dragon. And when you're up against them in battle, the theme song from Double Dragon plays. Yeah, they, it's sort of the Technos' little homage to themselves, as it were, referencing their other big series in this game. that's probably enough. That's a pair of bosses here to give you a feel of what the Japanese version of this looks like. Let's see if I can actually... Oh, I wasn't able to hold on to him for long. But you can totally pick up one guy and use him to hit another guy. The weaker an enemy is, the more time that they will spend knocked out, not trying to recover. Alright, so his willpower got him up once already. I don't think he's gonna... Oh, he does have enough for a third run. Huh. I was surprised by that, actually. Ugh. Darn. Oh well. Yeah, if you get knocked out, you lose half your cash, and you're sent back to last checkpoint. No real big deal. So... I think that will suffice to give you a flavor, of course. I will now fire up the version that you're probably familiar with seeing, if you're from the United States anyway. If you're from Japan, if you're from Europe, you may know this game under the title Street Gangs, I believe it is. But yes, we got River City Ransom. That's what we got. And already you can see the change in the protagonists. They have lost the traditional Japanese school uniforms, and they're wearing shirt and pants. And as a matter of fact, they even did a little bit of a color swap there. But they have kept the original character heads. That still looks like Kunio on the left and Ricky on the right. And there's one fewer difficulty levels. Yeah. I hold your city captive and Ryan's girlfriend hostage. My gangs of students and evil bosses, nobody can stop me now. Meet my demands, or else. P.S. Alex and Ryan, if you interfere, you'll be in for the fight of your lives. Slick. River City Ransom. Crosstown High. Yes, it's no longer Hot-Blooded High, it's Crosstown High. It's not Kunio and Ricky, it's Alex and Ryan. Everything got renamed. A number of things got reskinned. But it's otherwise the same game. Oh yes, and of course, BARF! You don't actually have to fight most of the enemies in the game. But of course, those that you do fight, you get to steal their pocket money. One of the most famous scenes in this game is that one of the shops is a sauna. Sushi bar clearly labeled in English here. US mail on the mailbox. Landed flat. Darn. You can kick things lying on the ground, smack them at others. This works particularly well with the trash cans. I am not doing very well at all, but that's okay. I'm not going to leave things for much longer anyhow. Minute work. I'm in from the land down under. Where is everybody? Every now and then this game randomly gives you a breather and doesn't spawn enemies in a stage, which is really obnoxious if, you know, it's a stage that actually has a boss you need to beat. Sound effect for kicking a crate. I always thought this was strange behavior. actually runs you back into the previous screen. They're holding a weapon and you're standing on top of it. They just start running like mad for no good reason. Whoa, no you don't. I'll actually let you see what he says. There's a moose. Yeah, this super secret technique here works against pretty much anybody where you have a higher ledge. And we definitely need some help. Let's go to Mouse. Let's have the chow mein. Which he eats plate and all. I think this is a pharmacy? Yeah. Digestol. Vitamins. Ah, Jesendar! Glad you could make it. Yes, and they have, they've renamed Kazumi to Roxy. Yes. Nobody's names are safe in the Kunio series. And talking about the Dragon Twins, they named them in this game, Randy and Andy. And these two poor bastards got renamed to Benny and Clyde. Oof. So this is of course a longer game, and I perhaps will try to make a good playthrough of it at some later point on stream, but for tonight, for now, I just wanted to, you know, give you a feel of what its US and Japanese versions looked like, show you how things changed, what did, what didn't, give you a look at it, and that should be far enough now. Okay, this is slightly early for me to be taking my break, but, I'm thinking it's going to be a good time to do so. But it should be a relatively short break, maybe only about 5 minutes or so, and then I can get right back at it. The next title will be another sports game. Be interesting to see if anybody could predict what title it is. Of course, this being the internet, you could probably just look it up. Make an educated guess on it. But yeah, it was probably most known at the time for being that sports game with the characters that look like they're from River City Ransom. Well, what I'm here to do tonight is to show you that they are the characters from River City Ransom! Once again! Kunio got robbed his due. I will be showing that off in a few minutes. I will be back in just a bit. Oh! There we go.